Hello there, you guys. Good afternoon, morning, evening, whatever time I'm hitting ya. Today I thought I'd share with you another salve recipe, surprise, surprise, but this time perhaps a more useful one for everybody right now, at least everybody in the Northern Hemisphere, as it's a winter honey lip salve. And yes, I would like to start by saying I started filming this video while it was still green outside and I had long hair, and well, now it's snowing outside and I cut all my hair off, so, you know, a little bit of a change over the last few days. Now I would like to mention I did experiment a little bit with the salve and a lot of it was guesswork, so feel free to tweak it a bit if you are practiced with this stuff. I am pretty happy with how it came out personally, but I'm sure there's still room for improvement on the final product. But with all that said, let's just jump into it. As you all know, I have a lot of videos on salves and explaining how to make them, how the different kinds of processes in making them, and I will link those down below. For this salve, I used a hot infusion method, though you are welcome to do a slow infusion if you so choose. Though personally, I don't believe a slow infusion is necessary for this kind of thing, especially as it's something you'll probably go through pretty quick. Besides, the herbal components within it weren't necessarily selected for their healing or medicinal benefits, more just for a flavor profile. So there really wouldn't be any benefit or deficit for doing a hot or slow infusion. But let's jump into the ingredients you'll need. For this salve, you'll need half a cup of olive oil, or an oil of your choosing, half an ounce of beeswax, a small scoop of coconut oil. This is of course optional, though I recommend it for those of you that have it on hand as it does improve the consistency. Some dried orange and some dried mint, a good pinch of each, along with 2 teaspoons of honey. Feel free to change up the orange and mint. I personally just thought that it would be a kind of nice flavor combination, and the mint does add a cooling component to the salve in the end. But up to you, of course, if you wish to make it with other flavors, other herbs, absolutely go for it. This is your own creation, and honestly, just always, for me, I like to add a good pinch, and that's all you'll really need. To make the salve, begin by combining the herbs and oil in a heat-safe glass jar, like a mason jar. Then place the jar in a pot of water, bringing the water to a boil on a low heat. Make sure to keep an eye on the water though, you may have to refill it every now and again. Now I have had people ask me in the past if there are other cooking methods. You are welcome to do this in a crock pot. I've seen others do this with great success, and I'm sure there are other ways you can experiment with it. But this is just the way I personally do it. Once this time has passed, turn off the heat and allow it to cool for a second before covering and allowing to set overnight. The next day, strain the herbs out of the oil, then add the oil back into a jar and onto the pot once again, this time alongside another jar with your beeswax in it. Here, just melt down the beeswax and bring the oil up to temperature. Once the beeswax is fully melted, take both jars off the heat and pour the beeswax into the oil. I've seen a lot of you asking me questions on whether or not I have a designated jar for the beeswax, and I do, and you can see in this one why I do. Often it gets caked on the sides and is a little bit difficult to clean off. But I found that it's not really a big deal if you just leave it in the same jar over and over again. Once the beeswax and oil is combined, add in your small scoop of coconut oil. Then allow this mixture to cool down just a little bit before adding the honey. Don't let it go solid, but allow it to come down in temperature, just till it's something that you can touch yourself. Then give it a good mix and pour it into a tin. Any tin or container will do. I always use just what I have on hand. Then allow it to cool all the way before use. And there you go, your very own winter honey lip salve. I know it's a bit of a mouthful, but it's definitely one that I've been enjoying lately, and as you know, I'm a little obsessed with making salves, so I hope you all enjoyed this one and give it a try. And of course, as always, I do believe I've exhausted my salve making rights, so I will be taking a little bit of a break from making them for just a short while and jump into some other herbal crafts. And I also would like to be getting back into some more spell working videos if there are any specific spells that you all would like to see, or for me to craft for you all to share. So if you have any spells you want to see, please write down in the comments down below and I'll make a list and see what I can come up with for you all. And especially if you have certain formats you want me to go over, or just anything, let me know. Or just concepts, I'm really here for it all. It's been a little bit crazy over here, if you couldn't tell by how things have changed in this video. For those of you that don't know yet, if you haven't been following my Instagram, I am moving to Seattle in a few weeks, so sorting out moving and such has been a bit of a busy time, but very excited, and I am happy to be getting this stuff out to you. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're all doing well, and tell me your spells down below that you'd like to see, and I hope to see you soon.